and we continue talking about the book review.
You
All
can talk. Go ahead.
right.
I don't even care.
Welcome to the Prepper and the Prophet.
Please. Oh, sorry.
And we're kind of winging it. I've been doing a book review of Take All of Me. I've been doing some readings from the passages, but then like chapter 5 and 6. I'm sorry, I said that backwards, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, got so good. It's like I ain't reading them nothing. I'm just gonna tell you. I'm going to act out in some type of way this whole thing and to tell you what happened. Get the book. It's $8.89 on Amazon.
It's
We'll
$9.20
post.
with Prime.
It's $9.20 with Prime now, so it went up, but it's only $9.20 for two.
Because the
books
original price is $12.95, people. Because it's 2 books in one. I'm just letting you know.
Now, I do book reviews Friday evenings. I think I'm going to speed it up a little bit and do one tonight as well. Maybe do Friday and Saturday. So, because it got good, girl. Let me read chapter 7 and 8. I almost didn't want to stop last night, but I had to go to sleep or whatever. So I do those on IG Live, and then I post them here on YouTube and on our Facebook page. It is private. If you want to be a part of our Facebook page, we're wildly more popular there. You can put a comment and say, hey, I want to be a part of your Facebook page, and we'll vet you. We'll ask you a few questions. One of us will, and we'll tell you where to find us so that we can add you. Or you tell us where we can find you, and we can give you an invitation to our private page. And it's private, so we can kind of say what we want to say. And that's why we have to vet you.
Just like YouTube. By the way,
that's why we kind of vet you so you don't get
subscribe, please. Okay. No.
Yes, the Prepper got 119 views. First of all, 119 views.
I had no clue. She had to tell me because I had no clue. None. I was wrong. I think one person watched it 119 times or something. I don't know. But anyway.
Somebody, you got 119 views, 6 likes, 0 dislikes. That is a win for our channel.
Somebody didn't like it. Somebody didn't dislike it? Wow.
Exactly.
So opinionated nowadays.
Anyway. Exactly. But she got 119 views. If you like what we're talking about, we could continue doing that. Leave a comment. Tell us if you like what we're doing, if you have some ideas. Do you know about some things that's going on that you want for us to talk on and research and give you that information?
Better yet, like with that video, I was updating you on the food shortage just in my area. I only went to one store. By all means, even if you don't live in Memphis, no matter what state you live in, I would like to know, how is the food shortage doing in your area? Are you noticing a difference? Are you seeing inflation, rear its ugly head yet and stuff like that? Because we're in for a wild ride. Wait until around June.
Yeah. Anyway. Hopefully after I get back home.
Okay.
So we were talking before. We talked about my last review on chapter 5 and 6. Ooh, child. Ooh.
It's my book, and sometimes I still have to go back and look because I wrote it 3 years ago. Once I wrote it, there was no need to read it. So yeah, in the review, she's saying stuff, and I'm like, that happened? Wait a minute. And I had to go back in there. Because, I mean, once I write it down, it's in my head, and once it's published, it's like, why am I looking at it? There's no, it's written, it's done. So it's funny because I misnumbered a chapter, and there were a couple of things I saw, and I highlighted them in my proofreading copy, and I was like, yeah, I need to go back and change that, or maybe I can change the wording right here or there or something, so that future ones would go out correctly. Yeah, I haven't done that yet. No.
It's okay.
And I possibly never will. Just understand it is self-published. I edited myself, which I'm really good on spelling and grammar, but I mean, when you're writing and you're writing a book, sometimes you're going to miss a word or two. It's not even that much. It's like, I think in a book of, and I'm just talking about the first book, in a book of 280 pages, I think I had 2 errors, which I'm not proud of. And yes, eventually I will go back and correct that. But is it that serious right now? No, because y'all ain't buying the book anyway. What's the point? Anyway.
Whatever.
But
they will. Oh, they will. But let me tell you, kudos for 5 and 6. It picked up speed for me. For someone who's not an avid reader yet, I'm gonna say that now, avid reader yet, because my review was longer than any other review that I've done so far on the book, on the prior chapters. Oh my God! So there's a part where it got real hot. It was like, first of all, ma'am, I don't appreciate you making me hot up in here. I ain't got nobody talking to me like this.
You're so silly.
It was really good. I felt like I was reading a Zane book.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh.
It's like, woo!
Wow. I mean, I'm not cutting you off, but I have several erotica books. Depending on what subject I'm writing on, whether it's a thriller or whatever, the more reading I do, the more writing I do. I don't know if that makes sense, to some people. So for 2 years, I was reading nothing but erotica books, including Zane. So for you to say it sounded like a Zane book, oh my gosh, thank you.
Well, excuse me, ma'am, you sexy motherfucker. It brought me, because I remember I had a tresque with this Libra man once. I never have anything serious with Libras. It's always a tresque, and it's always a pleasant encounter. And for maybe a couple of weeks, we messed around, but we would be on the phone, and our conversation would get very erotic. And for a moment, we said we should write a book. We should write a book of erotica. I mean, because it was so good, and the one thing I like about Libra men, at least in the beginning, when they're just showing the representative, their conversation is bananas. And
Libra.
So it took. Mm-hmm.
That's why.
And they are. It was really good. And I said, okay, I can see how she fell for him. And I'm surprised he hasn't fallen for her. Don't tell me no tips. Just let me get to it, because he got to fall for her some way, form, or fashion. And she can't be the only one in this emotionally invested. But he's playing the wolf real good. Okay, so as far as my opinions, again, I don't backpedal with what I said. I still don't feel like I can get into the masochist sadist portion of BDSM. Personally, And if I did, it wouldn't be a master slave. I can't master my master.
Afro-Future will not allow it.
No, actually, it's just maybe. Yeah, maybe it's the power to the people. Like I took my master, I knew from my friend who told me, because he was in more of the BD of the BDSM, that he explained years ago to me, that they use verbiage like, and I don't want to say it, they use the word slut, and I'm like, oh,
that's how I reacted.
Right, the slut, the slave. I mean, if it's I could. It's like, I know that we're playing for my little slave. I can deal with slave, but the slut part, you little dirty slut. I was like, first of all, it's like being called a hoe or bitch. It's like, first of all, nigga. Excuse me. Pretty much. First of all, ninja, let me tell you. So it's kind of it, and I'm not saying that it's a like a knee-jerk reaction. I punch you, but it's like
that's like nails to a chalkboard kind of thing for you. Yeah, I get it.
It's like but my boo. I couldn't even say it in my video. I couldn't even say it. I kept calling her, her boo. I mean, her master. Look, when I say boo, no, I mean master. Okay, I'm like, hey boo, that's her boo. She found her boo. He came to see her, and I could not say Master Craftsman.
You're so silly. I'm gonna tell you two words that
Master
gets to me, always got to me, and that's why they're written in the book so much. Two little words. Good girl. I don't know what it is about that. Just good girl. Oh. Okay. Carry on.
So, yeah, I'm kind of blinking like, that is cute. I'm trying
to. In a certain context, and not a very nice context, but in certain contexts when it's said.
I mean, the thing is, in these, the finishing up of 5 and finishing 6, I can see what you're talking about, or the writer, because I like to keep the prepper and the author of this book separate, even though it's the same person.
It's one of my personalities. Yeah, there you go.
Right. And so where I was staunch against, like, oh hell no, in the last review, is more of like, I can, in certain contexts, it might be okay, in the context that in 5, after I got past the I was like, oh, okay. I can see it in that context. That's different, and it's very sexy. It's very, I get it. I can get how one could fall for the fall for Drew. I can see how Karma falls for him because it's very alluring, very seductive. And what he says, I mean, once you get past because even in chapter 4, when he tells her to go home, you can't drink unless I tell you can drink. A small part of me felt like, okay, it feels like you care. Because doing that was a caring move, but then it's when I tell you to. It's that small portion of that statement. It's like, First of all, I'm a grown ass woman. Okay. But I'm gonna do it because I feel like you did that because you can. But I can't tell you that because that's not the dynamic of this relationship. Going further, at the end of chapter 5, when I gotta say he had the courtesy of telling her, I'm gonna be offline for a while.
Yeah, he didn't just ghost her. He actually told her. He
Right.
specifically was like, this is it. Kind of
Right.
thing. Yeah.
But even in that courtesy, that took her on a downward spiral. And it's like,
because it's like you are everything but physical. You are emotionally, mentally, and spiritually tied to this person. And for them to just, especially as intense as that relationship is, and then you just cut it off like that, even if you gave an excuse and didn't just disappear, it's like, wait, where's my support? My support is missing. What the hell, kind of thing. So, and you're like, okay, so what did I do wrong? I must have did something wrong. I ran him away, or I did this, or I did something really bad, or he was with somebody else, or somebody that's more submissive.
this is just a nice way of saying
it's like a bunch of stuff in your head. Like, yeah. So yeah, that's how I wrote her.
And I know that feeling all too well.
Yep.
So I wasn't, I got it. I understood. Mm-hmm. Even though he was online, it's like, what you mean you're going to be gone? So your job is more important than me? What business? What kind of business?
Is it really business?
Is it really business?
Or are you
just are you just cutting me off? Did I get smart too many times?
Yeah.
And he just needs a break from me. What did I do? You start evaluating yourself piece by piece, by piece by piece. And that happens in real life, online. It happens. And you start wondering what's wrong with me. Now you got to remember that this, and I didn't say this in the review, but I'm saying it now, is that the whole thing is he is tapping into her mental. So has been, I don't want to say ripping away, but kind of like taking away old independent mindsets that now Kara is so dependent on him.
He even tells her, if you remember, if I'm not mistaken, it's either chapter 3 or chapter 4, I want you to constantly think of me. He wants her to be dependent on him. But at the same time, it's almost like he freaks out if she's too dependent on him. It's weird. But I mean, let's go on.
Right. So it's like so when you take that away, and that part of that is a part of the mind game that he's playing, cutting you off or cutting Kara off. I keep talking about.
I understand what you're saying.
But cutting Kara off is a part of the mind game. So when he does reintroduce, be it in real person or online, she will attach to him instantly. That's part of the mind game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that whole thing, and I get it. You kind of like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's ever going to come back. I know he said, but you're evaluating everything, or Kara is evaluating everything.
Just talk as if Kara is your friend, and just, I understand when you're
saying, okay. Well, she is you know, she's in the days. She's still trying to get. I've been all the way there, and I did not have the friends that Cara had in the book to be like, come on, we gonna take you out. We gonna get your nails done. We gonna get your huda hada cleared, you know, taken care of, and we going out on a Wednesday night, mind you. And we're gonna cheer you up because we are tired. This is about a month after he left, and she's still in a funk.
Yep.
And get it? I completely understand it. I've done that. I've done that with um side note to kind of understand what to understand her funk. Side note, true story. I go on a cruise, sister cruise. You know, we used to just go on cruises back in the day before she got married. Okay, no, sorry. Yes, I'm jealous of you, Anthony, if you happen to see and peek into her phone. Just a little bit. Love you, but I'm jealous. You took my travel partner. So we went on a cruise, you know, Carnival, the party cruise. It's not luxurious. So don't go on Carnival thinking that you're going to get luxury. It is party, party all the time. Eddie Murphy. So we're there. And again, I jumped on her cruise. I'm good for her telling me, like, yeah, I'm planning on going on a cruise in a month or so. Oh, where by yourself? Not without your sister. So I jumped on this, you know, with her, scraped up the money, went with her to Cozumel and somewhere else. And Key West. It was so quick. We were there for maybe a couple of hours and we were back on the boat. But anyway, so we was on the cruise. We got it's like, okay, we here. We put our back, put our stuff down in the room, in the cabin, and you went out to the Lido deck, the main activity deck, and it was like, okay. So we both like bad boys for life. We could go out there. It's like, so who's gonna make this cruise fun for us? Okay, tall, short, Katney Lacey, whatever, whatever duo. And over in the corner, bunch of guys turned up already. We ain't even debarked yet. Already turned up. It's like it's gonna be them. So we went. I mean, we're not gunning for them, but it's like we already know they're going to be the one that's going to make this cruise. It's going to be our thing, the guys over there. So we ain't saying nothing. We just chilling. So we went around the Lido, see what's going on, everything. Went upstairs to the next deck that was kind of overlooking the main activity, Lido deck.
Mm-hmm.
And so we just sitting there chilling. They still turned up down there at the bar. And they were trying to get our attention. It's like, so we looking there like, hey. He was like, hey, how y'all doing? Hey, come here, come down here, whatever. In my head, I don't know what my sister said. She was like, they talking to us? We talking. They don't know. So we go downstairs. Long story short, they were the group that, and I hit it off with one guy and had a tresque with on the cruise. And but it was,
I remember you talking about him.
Mm-hmm. Mm. That damn Scorpio. First of all, bang, 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 bang. Goddamn.
21 years with a Scorpio. Trust me, I know.
Bang, bang, bang. It was bang, 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 but it wasn't the sex stuff. It was the whole, hey, how you doing? Every time we're going to get breakfast, we'll see them, and he sit down and talk to me. And one morning, me and my sister was at breakfast. We saw we were passing each other, and we were just talking and this and what y'all doing and blah blah blah. And we planned on going, light work. And he did something. He put his hands through my hair. It just was like in my hair, massage, just casually in my lotus, and I'm like, boy,
What? Wait. First of all, my hair ain't nothing to play with. You put your hands in my hair like that, we gonna have sex. That's all there is to it. Which is why I don't let anybody.
you feels good. You putting your hands in there, massaging my scalp, boy. What are you doing? You lucky I got locked.
Legs and everything, dude. Don't play with me with my hair.
You know, so it was that in the eye contact and going to the club. I'm gonna get to the point in a minute, but I have to tell this part because it's funny as hell. Because I get crazy when I'm on cruises. Okay, I'm not Akara. I am Monique. Okay, I am Momo. I'm not the prophet. Jesus, I left him at shore.
You left him at shore. Yes. Okay.
So, he was like, "You ain't gonna take me," you know. I mean, he walks on water, so he could get to me if he needs to. But at any rate,
wait, if I see a rogue wave, Lord, I will call you. But until then, stay over here because you don't need to see what I'm doing, okay?
Yeah. But anyway, one time we was at the club on the boat, and you know they dance, they turn it up. It's one of their boys' birthday, and so he was dancing with this chick, and I was like, I'm already tipsy, drunk, or whatever you want to say it. I mushed that white girl. It started dancing with the guy.
No, you didn't.
Savage. And she didn't do shit. She didn't do shit. I was like, hey, boo. I'm telling you, I'm savage.
No, you didn't.
I was savage.
No, you didn't.
I did do that. My sister can confirm that. I mushed the bitch out of the way, like, you dancing with my man for the cruise.
Oh my God. Oh my, you didn't tell me that part. No, you didn't.
I mean, I didn't tell you, but I did do that.
Oh my.
I told you I'm a savage. I'm on a cruise. I got drinks in me. You know, he looked like he didn't want to dance with her anyway. So I took over. So at any rate, so at the end of it, we did have sex. And we just connected. He was just, whoo. And at the end of the cruise, I was extremely depressed. Well, extremely. I'm not trying to jump off the ship or nothing.
Right. I know.
I didn't get his number. He didn't give me his number. There was no. I was looking for that boy with a flashlight in the daylight, literally trying to find out where he was. I knew he was from Charleston, South Carolina, but that's it. I was looking on all these. I'm telling you. So I said my point is I understood how you can make a connection with someone, and then when that connection is cut off and you don't have no way to reconnect with that person, it is hard. And it made me feel a little better because I felt like I was the only one that did it. It's like my sister, I might have been a savage on the cruise, but my sister's a savage in life. Okay? You know, she wasn't tripping over the dude at that time. She was single and unmarried, you know, and unconnected to any person. So the person that she was, you know, she wasn't really impressed. And I was telling her, she said, girl, you really fell for that guy. Well, okay, so now I know I'm not this only idiot that will fall for someone quickly, or, you know what I'm saying? And then when it's suddenly cut off, you know what I'm saying? And maybe some people will understand it, like if you have a really good meal and it comes to an end, you can never go back and get it.
Like, damn, I can still taste it.
We don't have no more left. Or this restaurant was there and then they're closed in 2 months. It's like, what is this, a pop-up restaurant? Or whatever that's really good in your life, a movie that's really good, or something that's really good, and then you get cut off from it. Look, everybody can get with her.
Yeah.
So that I completely understood. It took
Yeah,
me a while.
millions of women, they may not admit it, but yeah, millions of women go through that. It wasn't just you, by no means at all.
So I understood that. So they go out good. The good part. I mean, like the hot part was in chapter 5. The good part.
FYI, 30 minutes. Okay, keep going.
Okay, good. All right. So I stopped with this because this is as far as I've gotten. I read chapter 7. They go out. They're trying to bring up her spirits and everything. She's feeling a little good because she got her hair done, her nails done, everything done.
That always
And
makes you feel better, getting your hair and your nails done. I swear.
and a new dress. She looking good. It's like I might meet somebody, or I might not.
Or I
I
might
just
not.
might be the
I might go
hottest
out and
bitch
have
in
fun with my girls. Exactly.
right. And so I get it. And so they out, dancing, having fun, having drinks, whatever, feeling good. And I don't know if it was Solange. That's the only one I really
It
saw.
was Solange. It was.
That said, hey girl, that man has been looking at you all night. Okay.
That would be my friend Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Because I allowed all of my friends to make up their own names in my book if they wanted to be in it.
Right.
Jackie's middle name actually is Solange, and she chose that name.
Really?
So
I
Solange
was like,
is Jackie. Lexi is Lavetta. Mariska is Tamitha. Who else is there? Um, shit. Samantha
there's
is
a
my
lot of
friend.
y'all, by the way.
Samantha's
Y'all
my
went out and y'all were a gay. It
well,
wasn't.
these were my people that I actually worked with. So that's why it was like automatic. Like, you know what? I need more characters. So okay, you want to be in the book? What's your name? Kind of thing. It was kind of like that. And it actually I developed more into all these other characters than I planned on, simply because I needed to show that Drew was not her only support. She had her friends, whether she acknowledged it or not at the time, but she had backup. Backup
Right.
had her, even though she may not know she had the backup. So they
Right.
were they were loyal to her, and she in turn was loyal to them. But during this whole mindset thing, it was like, I'm acknowledging you. I understand you. I went out with, I go out with you and stuff like that. It's just my mind is right here right now, kind of. So they kind of took over and was like, we gonna get you out this funk. Okay.
Because we can't take it no more. And I understand that. And it was just large to me because I'm just not used to having that large of a girlfriend group personally. But I thought it was good, and like I said in my review, that and is which is true, is when you're in a relationship, your friends and family are in that relationship with you.
Right.
In the factor of you're talking about this person, you're good, you're bad, especially if they're your best friend. Associates, fuck them. But we're talking about true friends that
Really
is
good
like,
friends, right?
right, and they it's like, I don't believe, they if you mad at him, they mad at him. You know what I'm saying? But they're also, you know, whatever. So when you're happy, they're happy, that type of stuff, real friends. And so when it got to the part, my mind, I started to get excited because I kind of was like, oh, that'd be hot if it was Drew. The business he had to take care of was spying on you. Okay. So I'm not gonna tell anymore because watch the review because you'll know. So when she introduces herself to him and talks to him, and he said he was, she said, "Oh, I knew it was you."
Mm.
I was like, "That's right, that's true,
Goosebumps, right? I had goosebumps.
yay!" I was like, he was him, it was him. I knew it was, I knew it, I knew it. Somehow I knew it could be him. It could have been somebody else, but I left myself to believe that maybe it's him. It could be somebody else. But when he said that he was Aussie, I was like, that fucking Drew. When are you gonna admit that you're Drew, sir? When are you gonna tell her your name? He's not gonna tell you his name because that is not his role. He is the master. He is Mr. Shade. I don't want to say shady, but he's Mr. I ain't really telling you. He's the real Slim Shady. Standing up. He's not going to tell you that. He is a mystery. So he's never going to tell you. And I wouldn't be surprised if he's been watching you the whole time. Well, watching Cara the whole time.
We know you're talking about Cara, dude. Come on.
Right. Okay. I'm saying it like I'm talking to Cara. So that he was watching Cara the whole time. I would not be surprised if the whole time his business was spying on you. But whatever. And how he knew it was you sitting over there. He saw the pictures online. So at any rate, so I was literally in here. It's like, I am shouting like I'm watching it on the. I'm like, yes, it's true. I know it. I'm literally sitting up. I was laying down reading the book. I know it. Yeah. Okay. So they get to a point, they have a dance to the most stalkerish song of all time. And if you want to know what that is, read the book.
Read the book.
He goes, she introduces herself, she comes over, she introduced to all her girls. It's like, oh, that's the one. You know what I'm saying? That's true. And they have the time where they're talking and so on and so forth. And she asks him what he does offline. What do you do? I don't know what you do. He was vague. And then he asked her, so what do you do? And at that point, pause. I was like, bitch, if you give him details about your goddamn job, I will insert myself into these pages and slap you. It's like, and then all of a sudden, I was about to tell her I'm an analyst at the so-and-so in management of this. The book would have changed everywhere. I just saw this black woman come up to me and slap fire out of me and she left. All the stories would have changed. She just walked up to us and said, slap! Stop giving them all your goddamn business. Walk away. But so when she said, I manage a few people's problems, and when she was vague, I was like, you're getting it.
Okay.
So now I understand when we've talked offline about it, when you said, just wait until you get to the next chapter, because she's going to realize she gave too much information before. And she, too much details of her life while he has been vague. Mm-hmm. And you're like, okay, I see what you're doing, vague for vague. But I can still get that information from you. You know what I'm saying?
You can. Like, oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I got into the book. Sorry.
That was just like, God damn it. And like I said, I was like, the younger me would have been turned on by that, but the older, cautious me would have been like, check, please. I'm leaving stage left. This nigga is crazy. This motherfucker is crazy. Excuse my language, y'all. Hopefully she can bleep this out, but he's crazy. It's like, you don't want to give me your information, but you're telling me you can get it out of me. Now, in the tone of the book, we know how you get it out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a cautious real life, I probably wouldn't. I would have been like, you assume that I'm going to let you. It was all fun and games online, but in real life, you are everything. You're beautiful, but I am a whole 49. Okay.
And that's the main thing. Just to interrupt, for those of you that may not know, this is not your typical erotica in that, oh, the girl is 22 and the guy is a millionaire before 27. No, Cara is actually like 35-ish. I never said her exact age, but in my mind, Cara is like around 35-ish, and Drew is actually in his mid to late 40s. So these are established people. They do have money and finances and the mentality and the wisdom to handle it, but they have worked hard for it. It's not like he's a billionaire or nothing like that. He owns, this or that or whatever. And yeah, because I'm not going to give away the whole thing. And she works, but if she didn't want to work, she wouldn't have to.
She managed her money well enough, and I mean, they both they're doing okay.
Yeah,
they're both middle class or upper middle class.
Upper middle class, yeah, exactly.
Right, right. She's 30, she has her own place, you know what I'm saying?
On a plane if they wanted to, yes. Can
they could
hire a Learjet? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, but if they wanted to jump on a plane and if they chose to go first class somewhere, could they? Yes, they could.
Right. But can he buy the drinks for all her girls? Ooh. All of them? All 25 of her friends?
Yes. It was not 25.
But you know what I'm saying? That's the type, he's at the point in his life that buying drinks, or snacks or whatever for her friends and her.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
He's in his late 40s. He's not.
Right. That's what they do.
Exactly.
So I like the fact that she was, but going back to at the end, he basically got information, her personal information, because he took her home. I would have just died. I would have given him my mama's address, but
her mother's dead, dude. How's she gonna give her mama?
My mama's old house. Wait, somebody lives there. God damn it. But I think she still ended up divulging more information that I would have wanted her to divulge.
Well, she could have taken a cab or got a ride with one of her friends, but
it wasn't she kind of didn't have a choice if she wanted to carry on this relationship. And that's it. I'm not going to say no more until my review this evening.
Damn it.
Well, I don't want to say any more, and then I don't want this video to go longer.
Damn it.
So y'all check out.
I enjoy your analogy of everything. That's why I'm so hyped up, because I'm like I said, I have not picked up my own book in years. So it's like seeing it through somebody else's eyes, and they get it. They get it. Maybe they don't get it in the beginning, but once they get a couple chapters in, it's like, oh, this is yeah.
So yes, kudos for chapter 5 and chapter 6. I'm very much vested now to see where it's going to go. I'm excited to read the rest of the chapter. I might just, once we get off here, start reading chapter 7. I may not be going chapter by chapter. I might read 7, 8, and then give them comments, every 2 chapters or whatever of reading.
That's cool. Hey, do what you want, girl.
I'm not trying to be at Christmas. And then she finally left his ass. And mind you, I do want to also say this. All of this is research. Wasn't supposed to be a real relationship. This is research. This is all for research purposes. but how researchers go astray. So
somebody
watch
asked me on social media. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Someone asked me on social media, what is a downside of writing? And I'm the only one that said it, and I got like, I think 10 likes on it. I was like, muses are not always a good thing.
Right.
And I'm gonna leave it like that. Muses.
I said muses is not always a good thing. So get the book. It's only $9.20 on Amazon.
And that's for both volumes.
Books.
That's okay. Both volumes. That is
how
many pages?
Hopefully, yeah, 2 books. And
almost 500 pages for under 10 bucks. Come on.
We have one book out there for $36 with the same amount of pages. You're not gonna get it cheaper anywhere else. I have them watch my bedtime stories with the Prophet. I have the link to get the book online on Amazon.
And I'll put the link in this video too. So yeah.
And she'll put the link in the video. Follow us here on YouTube. I do my daily Monday through Friday morning rise with the Prophet, and I just pretty much say what's on my mind, talk to you as I get to work.
She be talking some good stuff, y'all, for real. For real, you need to listen.
And the Prepper will drop a video here and there.
Yeah.
You know, and she feels right. She's not the everyday person, and they're usually shorter than mine. She very concise and get you the information, and she gets on out of there. So again, we also have a private page on Facebook if you want to be a part of the comment, if you're not already a comment. And if you're watching our video, please subscribe.
And like it.
And like it. And share it.
People viewed my video and I only got 6 likes. Really?
And did you share it?
Your finger was busy doing something else?
Exactly. Share it.
It wasn't that long a video. Anyway.
Tell a lover and a friend. And y'all have a good rest of the day. Bye.
All right. Bye.